Okay. I believe we are live. We are live. So let's just do this. Okay. I gotta talk about the team really quick because I don't want to take too much time. So here we go. I'm playing against Nolan. His team has extreme speed, so I wasn't too worried about speed control. My plan is to use Golem and Venonat with EV Light. Golem with Rocky Helmet and Max Defense is really good against his whole extreme speed thing. I have a lot of flying type Pokemon, so I can. Oh no, it's just Dodrio. Sorry, let's think about a different matchup. I have Dodrio, so I can deal with Hitmonlee if he decides to do that. I have Hypno for Trick Room shenanigans, but mostly to set Light Screen and Reflect. This time, I think is more valuable. I wanted to use Venonat because I think it helps me with like Gengar and stuff, or Hitmonlee if he does decide to do that. And then Venusaur is pretty generic. I don't know. I don't have too much time to talk about it, so I'm just not going to talk about it that much. And let's get into it. So here we go. So let me get that command. What's the command? I got it. Okay. And let's challenge him. Let's see what he can bring to the table. I did do real prep. I didn't have too much time to talk about it, and because I'm already late. I'm like super late doing this, and I feel bad. So. Yeah, it's the main thing is I was worried about extreme speed, so I didn't lean too much into speed control because, like, he's good against Trick Room and he's also good against like, yeah, he's good against Trick Room, but he's also good against speed control. Like, it's kind of either way. It's a little bit rough. So the plan was to lead with Golem and Venonat because Golem will just take. I fully expect him to lead with Gengar and Dragonite just because that's what he's always been doing. And so I think Golem Venonat is good against that. And then as for what he's going to have in the back, I have no idea. But I think Venusaur is just generically strong into everything he has for the most part. And I think Tauros is also just generically strong. So I think that's going to be it. I'm looking at his Terra types. It looks like he didn't do much with them. He's just using Terra Normal anyway, so he doesn't care. And then I know that the new tech is the Misty Seed with the Misty Surge. Like he can get Unburden on Hitmonlee. And so Hitmonlee can go crazy with that, but I don't know if he leads that. So I'm a little bit gambling that he's just not gonna, like, that won't be the lead, and that'll be like a back mode. Now, if he brings Trick Room, which is something I had considered as well, is if he brings Trick Room, that's where Golem and Venonat are also good. So and even Hypno as well. So like, I do have the options, but I do think my core of like Venonat as my support with like Venu, Tauros, and Golem will be strong enough. Golem matches up just super well into everything. Yeah, so this is exactly the lead I expected. So pretty much I could just Rage Powder, or I could disable turn 1 into the Dragonite. I think it's actually more useful to just Rage Powder because I just don't want Golem to get doubled. And as long as Golem's not getting doubled, like, I just body press. I fully expect he'll like extreme speed with Dragonite, and I'll body press the Dragonite and do a bunch of damage. And Venonat will. I mean, the extreme speed, yeah, it goes into Golem, doesn't do that much. He takes some damage from Rocky Helmet. I use Rage Powder, so the Energy Ball gets soaked by Venonat, and then I body press the Dragonite. Yeah, so that's pretty much exactly why I wanted this lead, because I knew his lead was going to be this, and I knew he'd be doing that. And so this is just a great way to deal with that. So I'm pretty safe to... I could go for the same thing again. I really could. But I think I'm actually just going to Rage Powder and Iron Defense, because I think I can do that really safely. He's doubling the Venonat this time. It won't kill it. But now I can get my defense boost. So that's really nice. And I can do Sleep Powder. Yeah, he should just be using Shadow Ball. But I guess maybe he was trying to Energy Ball Golem. He was thinking, oh, you know what he was thinking? He was thinking the Extreme Speed would take Venonat out. But Venonat's crazy tanky, dude. He's way too tanky. It's stupid how tanky this Pokemon is. And so now I could just Rock Slide, I think. Energy Ball, will that kill me? Not quite. Not quite. So that did more damage than I would have liked. That was a really good early game, but I think it actually ended up not... I kind of fumbled it a little by not going for... I think the Iron Defense was a bit of a fumble, to be totally honest. Now, I don't think he does much to Venusaur, even if I don't Terra, so I don't think I need to Terra. But I think I Earth Power Gengar. I think I actually just protect this Golem. Or do I... No, you know what? Yeah, I'll protect the Golem. Why not? Let's protect this Golem. Keep it alive one more turn. And then what is Hitmonlee doing? Close combat? That won't do too much. And now Weezing comes out. So this is going to double Hitmonlee's speed, probably. Because he is probably unburdened. So now... I think that's fine, though. I really think that's fine. Do I Giga Drain the Hitmonlee, or do I Sludge Bomb Weezing? I'm not that worried about Hitmonlee. I think I think Weezing's actually a bigger problem. I think I Sludge Bomb and Body Press. Yeah, see? Weezing is a bigger problem for me, for sure. Now I can get the attack down. Now Hitmonlee's going first. So the question is, can Hitmonlee actually take out Venusaur? Because it might with a close combat, and that could be pretty bad. I mean, there's definitely a world where I lose this. So I have to be careful. Now, I should be faster with Tauros. So let me protect Venusaur. No, you know what? I think that's bad, because if he doubles Tauros, it's very bad for me. So I think I just Sludge Bomb and go for... I Terra Steel... High Horsepower, yeah. I think I double Weezing. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it had to be this way. This was a really bad Terra, by the way. I didn't need a Terra Steel, because I just made myself weak to Hitmonlee for no reason. Now, I don't think it matters, because I think I won too hard with that double miss on the Rock Slide, but that was a really bad Terra. That was a really bad Terra. I could have actually died. I could have lost the game off of that alone. So, I'm glad I didn't, but... honestly, he made it kind of a challenge. My opener was like incredibly good, but he still made it hard by the end. So that is kind of scary. Now, is it enough to change my opener? Is it enough to change my opener? Maybe. I'm sturdy. I think I can change it. I think I can change it to Hypno. I think I changed it to Hypno because I think I changed it to Hypno. I think I bring Dodrio this time. Vino was good. Vino was good. Tauros was also good though. No, I think I just changed Hypno and then I bringing the same too. I mean, Dodrio is good into the Hitmonlee. You went for Wheezing? Interesting. I think if I get the Reflect up... Very Extreme Speed. It just doesn't do very much. I'm gonna get the light screen also. I'm just get double screens. Okay. We're in a great spot now. Now I could Terra Dark Trick Room. It's probably pretty safe. If his last Pokemon's Hitmonlee, that just wins me the game. Straight up. I don't know why he went for Psychic. He could just use Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is super effective and it's a stab move. Yeah, now I just won, I think. I pretty much just won no matter what now. Oh, okay. Okay. That's it. Okay. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't just win. Because Marowak will be faster, but he took a lot of damage on that switch. You'd almost rather have Gengar die. You know? So that when Marowak comes out, it actually comes out with like full HP. I mean, because he can only take out one Pokemon right here. Realistically. Like if I just double it, well, I don't want to double it. Tauros should be fine. Tauros should do fine into Marowak to where like I don't need to double it. So I think I just chill. I don't need to think about it too much. I can go for the Rock Slide. Poltergeist into Hypno. That's the wrong target. Well, yeah, that's the other thing is I have the screens up. Like, these screens make me just unkillable, dude. Yeah. And then the Trick Room's just too good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that should be the game. The Trick Room play was way too good. It was just too hard for him to... Like, you can't deal with that, bro. GG's. GG. When I saw Wheezing, I really thought it was going to be Hitmonlee, which is why the Trick Room is why I chose it. But the Marowak in the back was an interesting mix-up. All right, nice. Well, GG to Nolan. He's had a rough season. You know, it sucks, but I hope he gets a win at some point. He made me sweat a little at game one for sure. I had like this really planned, really nice lead, and I fumbled it a little. He almost made the comeback there. Game two was not as close. Because the Hypno, getting the light screen and reflect up, I haven't run screens all season with the Hypno. But it just makes my team so stupidly tanky. Like, especially, like, you got Venusaur and Tauros. These, like, they're already naturally kind of bulky, and then you cut all the offenses in half. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, you know, I respected him. I think his team is good. I think he's made a lot of improvements to it, especially with this, like, the way he's doing Misty Seed and stuff. It's really a shame he hasn't been able to pick up a win, because, like, I don't think, like, it's very fair that he's 0-6, because I don't think he's that bad. Like, he doesn't play that bad. It's just, like, I think a lot of unfortunate matchups. I think, like, early on against the, like, quote-unquote easier opponents, he was also new, so he didn't get, like, wins early. And then later on, like, after he's, like, learned a lot, and to where, like, he could probably pick up some wins against, like, in theory he could pick up wins, he has to, like, end his season playing what I would argue are the 3 strongest players in the league, because he has to play Brian, me, and Carter. And I think those are some of the strongest players, just based on my personal estimations. That's not really based on record or anything. It's just based on, like, the play that I've seen. So, you know, because, I mean, based on record, I think Noah is one of the best. And he did play Noah, and it was close. So, like, but I think Noah has had, I don't know. Noah has had some pretty impressive wins, because he did beat Carter. So, I don't know. It's like everyone is competitive. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just been a tough learning curve for the way Nolan has had to play, where, like, he got easy opponents early, quote-unquote easy opponents, like more beginner, less veteran opponents early, when he was still learning. And then I think just got a little unlucky, honestly. Like, and then the later draft stuff, like, he's been rough. And I know that personally, like, he hasn't had a ton of time to focus on it. Like, something he told me is, like, he's much looking forward to Gen 2, and he'll have actually a bunch of free time to put in the prep. And honestly, this game, so much of it is prep. Because, like, you know, the game is only, what, like 20 minutes? Yeah, that was 18 minutes, that game. So, you know, you're not you're not learning that much from that. You have to do some prep and thinking and theory crafting type stuff, and that's hard. That's what also makes it, like, I think a good community game is, like, you kind of have to, you want to talk to people about it, because a lot of it is, like, ideation, and then there's a little bit of practice and a little bit of, like, running some calcs and things like that. But it's like homework, the game. But those were good games. I had fun. I mean, I also got to do some new things. Like, I think Venonat looked really good that game. Venonat, I think that's the first time it actually came into a game. So that's cool. I'm happy about that. I got to show off Screens Hypno. I haven't played Screens Hypno at all yet, so that was really cool. Yeah, so anyway, thanks to Nolan for the game. Thanks for being flexible on the schedule. I really appreciate that. And good luck. Good luck in your next game. I hope it goes well. I think you're playing Carter. He's tough to beat. He's so far he's the only one who's taken a game off of me, so he's definitely tough to beat. But you know, anything can happen. Nolan's team is good. It's a really good team, and I think it's just gonna take some adjustments, like piloting it. And I think, like, honestly, the some of the tech is only just now coming out, so he hasn't had the time to like practice and adjust with it. Like playing around the Misty Surge Hitmonlee is like brand new tech from last week, and even running Marowak. Because like that Marowak would have been great in game 2. Like it was smart to bring it. It's just the way he switched it in, it took too much damage on entry. You know? And then Poltergeist into Hitmonlee was just like a bad type matchup choice. So I think type matchup stuff is like escaping him a little. That's just part of being new. That's why I wish it was like the games, because like in the games, it tells you before you click a move whether it'll be super effective or not. It tells you every move whether it's super effective or not very effective or whatever. So it's really easy, and it's really easy to learn those type matchups as go. But Showdown doesn't do that. So it's really hard to learn. You have to learn from very painful experience. Those type matchups. I do wish he would use Shadow Ball more often, because it's like, bro, Shadow Ball is almost never a bad choice. So, I don't know. Well, anyway, that's all we have. Thanks for tuning in.